Hey guys, this is MinecraftingDAD and welcome to episode 7 of our Minecraft FTB Regrowth series. Like, what episode is this? I forget. This is FTB Regrowth 0.7.3 Modpack. It is available on the FTB Launcher and you can download it from there. Information on how to download the pack is available in the video description below. And this is basically my Let's Play. I record all of these episodes live on Twitch. And let me kind of give you a tour of what's going on the base. So let's do that. I'll show you some of the stuff that we've added in the last episodes. We've been working on some magical crops. We created our dye seed. We started working on getting some barley over here, which is between wheat and sugarcane, and they get between the melons and the sugarcane you get dandelion, and if you combine the barley and the dandelion you get cotton. You take the cotton, we put that in our own crop field, so that happened between episodes, just giving you guys an update. And at the very end of the episode we were waiting on our iron to complete the transformation here on the runic altar, and that looks like it is complete. So in order to get that iron seed, we're gonna, or the iron seed, yeah, the iron seed, we're going to have to throw one living rock on there and use our wand of the forest. So let's do that, and bam, look at that, we have an iron seed. And I also prepared some additional fields for our crops. So this is the garden soil, which we looked at in one of the previous episodes. So we need our crop sticks, which I don't think I have very many of them. Let's see. We need some more crop sticks. We can grab those here. Throw some wood in. Make some sticks. Turn these into Agricraft crop sticks, and now let's go over here and start planting our iron seed. So what we're going to do with this, I'm actually going to be very deliberate about how I level this. So I'm going to go just like this around the outside, and this is for a very specific purpose. So what we're looking to do is we're trying to get this seed to get its full potential. And I'm going to be very deliberate about how we do this. So at the very end, we should end up with a iron seed that is very strong. And then what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the process again. So the seed that ends up right here is the one that we're going to be looking for. So this one here is a 1-1-1 iron seed. Then it has a chance to get stronger and grow faster as it makes its way around this configuration, and by the time it gets to here it should be a very strong seed that gives you 4 iron essences minimum per every time you break it. It grows exceptionally fast, and it is a very fast breeding plant as well. The difference between 0.65 and 0.7 of the regrowth is you can no longer take like a piece of sugar cane that's 10-10, 10-10-10, and then plant it here and basically make this seed, or plant it here, I'm sorry, and then make this seed become a stronger variation. You can only breed by using the same type of crops. There is cross-breeding recipes, but the recipes are very specific, and they only result in a 1-1-1 seed of the lowest type. So, what does the sticks do? Well, let's give you an example of what the sticks do. If I was to take a wheat seed, and typically if you have a tilled soil, you could just right-click it into the ground. Not in Agricraft. With Agricraft, it requires you to use a crop stick. Think about this in real life. If you were planting something, having crop sticks kind of makes sense. May not be perfect in an ideal world in every situation. We don't have magical crops, but it kind of brings a little bit more realism to to the game, so to speak. Alright, so we did a couple different things here. Let's go back into what the world is made of. We have now completed our iron seed quest, so let's grab and get some of those. Wait a minute. I guess we did that. We need to do the copper. Well, we need to get the copper seed. We haven't made the copper seed yet. That's why I'm like running around going, we needed to do this. We haven't done it yet. We need to get this guy. We did all these different quests, but I don't know if we could return those in again, but we're not going to do that right now. What I think we're going to do in this episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to focus on some of the other quests that we've opened up. So the way the world works, we now have a whole bunch of new quests that we can complete. One of those is making mana steel. We don't really have any significant reason to make mana steel right this minute, so we're not going to do that until we have a reason to. Besides the fact that you actually need to make 10 of those, and we just got our iron seed, so we're not anywhere near making any actual significant iron yet. But there is a whole bunch of new quests that are going to be opened up under level number 3. Under what the world teaches, there's a whole bunch of books that we can complete some quests on. So for example, we've upgraded our Tinker's books all the way through, and if we complete this quest, it'll give us 1 book and some experience. We'll take this this extra book and we'll just throw it into here, and I think I have a spot for the experience for right now. Also, we can probably do one more of these. Let's see here. Tales of Tinker's Past. It wants us to get a diary of a tinker. If I'm not mistaken, we can use the materials in U. Basic materials. No, it's one of these books here. Tinker's Weaponry gives us the diary of a tinker. So this also gives us... Hey, look, it's more books. More books and more of the essence experience drops, right? Alright, so we got that. Now we also can make the mariculture books, which wants us to make the fishing and breeding number 42. So if we look at that particular book, it wants us to make a reed fishing rod and 1 regular book. So reed fishing rod is 3 sugarcane and some string. We do have some string, and if I'm not mistaken, we also do have the books. So hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make ourselves a fishing rod, like so, and also throw in a book. So there we go. So now we have the fishing and breeding one. Let's next look at the next one, the Sea Witch's Guide. This one should be interesting. So Sea Witch's Guide, it wants us to have a pearl. Oh yeah, you remember those pearls that I was mentioning earlier? Well, we planted those into a little box over here. So we do have ourselves some pearls. Let's go down here and take a look. And you can see some of the different pearls that we're making. So we don't have to go into the ocean. We can kind of just do this here in our own base. Alright, so let's take and combine one of these pearls and the extra book. There you go. Now we have the Sea Witch's Guide. Last but not least, we need a book that's called The Factory. Let's take a look and see what that's all about. The Factory book is going to want us to make an iron wheel, which is some iron and a half slab. We don't have the materials yet to be able to make this, so we are not going to do this one. But for the meantime, let's do 2 things. First is let's put our pearls inside of this one chest so we know where they're at. Second, hear explosions outside. Hey, let's see here. What we're going to do is we're going to put all of our books onto our shelf over here. So let's do that real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got those books on the shelf. And we should be good to go. What is this? Is going to want us to make an iron wheel. So in order to get this going, we're going to have to really get our iron seed kind of moving along here. That's just not, it's not ready to do that yet. So in the meantime, let's see if there's any other quests that we can complete. I think I put my quest book in there as well. We'll take that back. Alright, so let's see. This also wants us to make a witchcraft book. Let's take a look at that too. Witchcraft collecting fumes. There should be just a generic herbology book, right? So this is a book. It wants us to make a poppy, a dandelion, a black ink, and a stick. I think we have a poppy and a dandelion. Let's go over here and take a look in one of our chests. Alright, so we do have a poppy and we do have a dandelion. The other thing we need is a piece of black dye and a stick and a book. So we do have some black powder. Those ender minis and the creepers, they just don't get along, man. I tried to create an intervention for those guys, and they just weren't having any parts of it. Alright, so the witch's herbology book, we need to make a regular book, which probably means we should make some patterns and some string and some paper. Let's go do this. Let's do this. Alright, so we don't have any paper, we don't have any string yet, but we do have sugarcane, so we should be able to make some paper relatively easily. And we do have some string, so that's all good. So let's go and, oh, we can combine it right here, I guess. So let's make ourselves a book. So we need 3 pieces of paper and some string. There we go. So we got our book, and then we're going to combine this with our poppy, our dandelion, our black floral powder, and a stick. And this gives us the witchcraft book, which we then can turn in that quest, and that gives us, hey, another book, some essence, and some other stuff. So let's put those in here, and let's go put everything else away. So this episode's mainly going to focus on some of these miscellaneous quests and getting those completed, you know, as easily as possible there. So I keep on throwing my quest book in there. Alright, good enough. We get all that stuff out of our inventory. Yeah, we'll even put the string in there for now. We don't really need it. Go put our pestle and mortal back on the wall. Get that out of our hands. There we go. Cool. So now there's basically the only thing left is this the factory book, which we're not going to be able to do yet until we get some iron. And as you can see, our iron seed is slowly growing. Now we could use some of the magical fertilizer we have. I think we do have some over here if we wanted to kind of expedite this a little bit. But that's only going to give us one little itty bitty seed. But the cool thing is once this is fully grown, it now has a chance to move over or propagate to the next area. So it'll be really nice once this thing grows all the way around and grows up to a nice 10-10-10 seed. At least that's the hope anyway. Alright, so under number 5, we have some other stuff that we can do, which is some piping. We're going to skip that for now, and then we're going to go on to number 6. This has got a whole bunch of things that's going to include stuff like the work table. So let's take a look at that recipe in the quest book here. So, crafting from memory. There are some recipes you find yourself having to use over and over again. A work table, which keeps track of the last 9 things crafted and is in it for ease of use, could prove very helpful. All right, so this wants us to create one work table. So let's take a look at that recipe. And here we go. So this is a book, a crafting table, and a chest. We did put a book in here, and a crafting table, and a chest. Alright, so we got all those things, so let's just combine that. There's a book, there's a chest, and a crafting table. Boom. We now have ourselves a work table. That also gave us a sakura tree and a cypress sapling. Those we'll just stick in here for now. Alright, let's look at our next quest. It's going to require us to make a barrel. Barrels are fairly straightforward. Just got to make sure we have the supplies on us to do this. I think I have some wood over here in this other chest. Got to make sure you keep yourself well fed in this game. I actually like to have a little crop. You know, I have this huge wheat crop, and I have one over here that I can make food from, you know, kind of whenever I want. So I do have some extra wood. There we go. 28 pieces. Nice. Alright, so let's create a Java barrel. This recipe is the same as it would be in any other pack. So take one chest, one half slab, and then you can basically surround it with regular wood, and there you go. You get a better barrel. We can turn that quest in. And this gives us 16 stickers and the barrel hammer. So in the meantime, what I'll do with these, I'm just going to stick those into the wood chests, as I don't really have any desire to do anything with it. We could stick the those up here. It does allow you to still open chests, but for example, we could stick like the cracked sand in here if we wanted to, you know, have something. They are useful. I mean, like I said, what I'll probably do is we'll replace these chests with the with those types of things moving forward, but it's not a necessary thing. It's just a matter of preference, I guess. Alright, so we're good there. Put our sand up there, dirt, all that stuff. Good. Alright, so we got that completed. Let's look at our next one here. So this one down here wants us to make something called a better chest. Ever get sick of your bland looking standard chest? Well then, improved chests are just for you. The most basic ones are just constructed with wood, stone, and wool, and retain the appearance from all three, like a basic chest. They can also be made into double chests if made from the same materials. Even more impressive, putting an enhanced chest through the crafting window will change it to alternate state, which will not connect to non-alternate chests, allowing you to put as many double improved chests next to each other as you could possibly ever want. So, is this useful? I don't know. Let's take a look at the recipe for the improved chests. Which one did it want us to make? It called out the improved stone chest. So let's look at that specific recipe. So this wants us to use 4 pieces of wood, 4 pieces of cobble, and 1 piece of any colored wool to make the improved chest. So we do have cotton now that we can use. So this should allow us to use that to make some string. Hopefully this makes more than 1 string here. Let's take a look. Only makes, wow, that's a pretty weak recipe. Alright, so we've got 3 string, and we need to get some more. So let's go over to our chest over here and get our bone meal. We're going to make things happen. So we want to grow these crops faster. Let's grab our bone meal, make things happen here. There we go. Cool. Alright, so let's grab that. Alright, that'll give us enough string to make the 1 piece of wool that we need. Perfect. Alright, so let's take that, combine the 4 pieces of string. There you go, there's our wool. We need some cobble, which is over here. Grab that, and some regular wood, which we should have in here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piece of wool and our cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is our improved stone chest with the white wool on top. Alright, where's our quest book? Turn that in. Gives us 4 more. Just to see what these things look like, let's just put them over here. That's actually pretty darn cool looking chests. This gives us some of those guys. I kind of like these things. They're kind of cool looking. They have a better look than the normal chest, and they don't care if they're next to each other, which is amazing. Right? So we'll just leave them there for now. Next quest is playing Swapsies. What's this want us to do? It wants us to make a basic upgrade. Let's take a look at that recipe first. This is something that showed up. So a basic upgrade is a piece of paper and 4 cobble. So we do have paper. Paper! And we need to just put that in there with 4 cobble. And that gives us a basic upgrade. So let's turn that in, and that gives us an additional... Oh, wait a minute. It wants us to make a stone chest converter. Okay. So, damn, you're telling me you already had a bunch of standard chests placed down and can't be bothered moving everything into a fancy improved chest? Don't worry. I've got you covered. Craft the basic upgrade with the improved chest to get a converter. The converter will allow you to swap out a basic chest with an improved chest in place, with the contents being moved into the improved chest. Simply shift right click the chest with the converter to do this. So I'm guessing what this is basically saying is we can actually convert a regular chest. So we can just take a regular chest like this guy, and we're going to be able to make a basic upgrade. So let's see. I'm guessing we got to make the stone chest converter. Does this work for this? I know we need to make a stone chest converter. Stone chest converter is an improved stone chest and a basic upgrade. So we do have an improved stone chest right here. Where's our hatchet? Let's see. There we go. So let's take those 2 items, combine them, and that gives us our stone chest converter. Now it's saying we can convert a regular chest. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, did I do that correctly? I guess I did, because it's now saying I can get some more rewards, which we'll just grab 2 more of those, and yep, there we go. Nice. Alright, so out of that, we can now also work on this thing called compartmentalization. In an effort to organize your storage a little better, you've managed to design a variant of a chest you take into calling a compartment. The compartment contains multiple small inventories which can be labeled with name, color, and icon for easier identification and navigation. So let's complete and create a compartment. It's kind of cool. Compartment. Compartment is 4 chests, 1 book, and 3 stones. I do have a lot of this already pre-assembled. I know I saw the recipe earlier, and I said, you know what, let's get some of this going here. So we have 3 stones, or 4 stones. We need a book and 4 chests. We do probably need some more sugar cane for some paper. We probably will need some string, which we have. Alright, so let's get this done. Let's make ourselves a book. Let's make ourselves a pattern. Probably have some patterns over here. 2 of those. What we need to do is we need to make ourselves a quick book here. Alright, there's our book. We have our 4 chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our 4 stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our book in the center. There we go. We now have a compartment. Don't ask me what to do with it. It's there. We'll go stick it over here next to our bed. And this gives us a cool little thing here. To activate help tooltips, hold down. So there's different color tabs. Black. I couldn't honestly tell you what to do with this. Does this change inventory? So it's got multiple layers of inventory, and then you can tab it. Let's see. Let's just call this A. That's cool. So it's got some customization to it, but not all that impressed by it. To activate help tooltips, hold down the tab key and mouse over controls. Compartment tab. Tabs that divide the inventory into sections. Each one can be labeled. Take tabs that divide inventory. This is the chest slot. Insert side any. Extract side any. Accepts any item. Nice. Tab name. Icon for current tab. Click here with an item to change. And we can change it. Oh, that's cool. So like for example, I can make it a chest. This one, if I wanted to make this one food, I can click the icon there. And if this one I wanted to make tools, I can click it there. That's pretty darn cool. So then you can basically compartmentalize some of your stuff. So if I want tools to be red, and I wanted food to be yellow or whatever, chest to be white or brown, I don't know, whatever. There we go. So then you get a whole bunch of different chests and things that you can categorize things. So it's kind of cool. Just see here. This is some colors. This is our player inventory. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's the owner. Alright, that's nice. I like that. And that gives us 7 more. Holy moly, man. How many of these things do they think we need? I think for now, I think we'll just put these away. I have no desire to use those right this minute. So now the work table is actually pretty darn cool. We can use that in place of one of these. We'll make a spot for the work table down here. Because we can always use this. Like I said, it saves your recipe. So for example, if we wanted to make a chest like this, okay, and then we go and craft that. If we put those items into our inventory down here and we click on this, you could see we now get the item we're looking for, and it kind of like saves it. So it saves the recipe in there. Yeah, pretty cool. And I think, was it owner? That's fine. Do we have to like put that over here or something? Anyway, yeah. So that has an ability to save some of the recipes. Besides that, let's go down here. Water, you think? Generating water hasn't proven particularly difficult, but it is a fairly mundane form of manual labor. You think you might be able to build a large water tank which will be able to condense some of the vapor into air into water inside it. So this is basically want us to make a water tank siding. So let's take a look at that. This is part of AgriCraft. So water tank siding. So this is a multi-block structure, 3x3x3. We need to use some iron, and I don't think the iron is ready yet. So iron's still growing. We're not there yet, so we'll skip that one. Drawing from experience, a simple set of wooden drawers should be sufficiently useful and provide a convenient, attractive storage alternative to wooden chests. So it's giving you different options for you to be able to store your things, whatever you think is best for you. So this quest requires us to basically make some oak drawers 1x2. So NEI is our best friend. Let's go in here and craft some oak drawers 1x2. So this is 2 chests and a whole bunch of planks. Alright, let's go in here and get our regular crafting table, 2 chests, and before we do that, let's make some more planks. Perfect. 2 chests and a bunch of planks. Alright, there we go. There is our spruce drawers. And let's turn that in. So now we get 4 more of the 2x2 variety. Perfect. also wants us to make a dolly. So a dolly, and if I know what the recipe for a dolly is, dolly's actually going to require us to have iron. We're not going to be ready to make that yet, so we'll skip on that quest for now. Go back into our book, and there's some other ones that we can make. Size matters. A compacting drawer. Switching metal between blocking and nugget is sometimes kind of annoying. I think the compacting drawer requires us to have metal. Let's just double check here. Compacting drawer is made with iron and some drawers and some pistons. We don't have the ability to get there yet. So the next thing we can do, and I know for sure that we can, is making this bag. Bags is going to be very useful. So let's make ourselves a white bag. Let's see, what is it going to take for us to make a white bag? It wants us to use 4 string, a chest, and wool. So this is going to require, well, a ton of cotton. So I think our best effort at this point is to kind of expand our cotton crop as large as we can, because it seems like no matter what we do, we need more. More. So let's just do some expansion here. We need some wool. The other thing we can do, we can always go over the wall and try to see if we can find some spiders outside the wall, which is always fun. We can go take a peek. Let's go see if we can find some mobs outside. Maybe, just maybe, we'll find some spiders. It's not the safest thing to do, but hey, you know, when you're looking for spiders and stuff, it'll work. I don't even see a single mob. Oh, there's the mobs. Okay. So they're way off here in the distance. So we got a whole bunch of creepers. No spiders. Zombies and skellies. No spiders. So I think we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll make ourselves. Maybe we'll try one more time over here. It doesn't matter. We're not going to get enough to do what we need to do at this point. So our best bet is to use our resources that we've earned. So let's do that. So let's use our bone, our essence of bone. Let's take this and put this into our crafting grid, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we have some bone, which we can make into bone meal. We can take this and apply this to our crops. Okay. And, okay, so we're going to be able to get some string relatively quick this way. Hopefully. We need a lot, that's the problem. Alright, so let's do that, and let's get some more. Alright, so we'll leave the other ones go. How much did we get there? 18 pieces. I'm not sure how much this is going to give us. We need 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not even right. Nope. We need that. So, okay, there's 6 string. Wow, this is going to take a little bit of time. Alright, well. I mean, what's our alternative, right? Alright, so let's work on this. In the meantime, well, let's farm all this, and then we can come back and we can work on a different quest while this is growing. I'm going to let these outside ones continue to grow. So, all right, while that's doing its business, let's see if we can complete any other quests. Under number 6, there's not really much else we can do. Under 8, the encoding of the world, we can make a sifter. Let's see what this recipe entails. It's probably going to be much of the same, but maybe we'll get lucky. The sifter. Can you English? Sifter is a fishing net, which requires 5 string and some sticks. Well, this, in fact, we can make. So let's just borrow the some of the string that we gathered and some sticks, of course. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 string. Make a sifter, and let's look at that recipe again. It requires some regular pieces. 1, 2, some sticks, and that. So there we go. Now you've got 2 sifters, which we can use this to well, get our quest first. But we can place this down here, and this is a multi-part structure. So in order to get this to work, you put it next to each, and it turns into this. So how do you use this? Well, let me show you. There is some dirt over here. Let's grab, 20 pieces. So we take dirt and you just stick it through the sifter. Works sort of like ex nihilo. You're going to get things like this. What is this? Bait worms and ant worms and grasshoppers. So here, let's put these in our fishing chest. And we'll put it under the worm category. So we got worms and our ant bait and the grasshoppers. There we go. Perfect. So we did that quest, and we got 32 grasshoppers. But now this is going to open up some other stuff. This wants us to get 1 cod, or actually any fish. So it's going to require us to go and do some fishing. So what we can go, and I guess we can make another fishing rod. So we have the 3 sugarcane. Alright, so let's grab that, and let's go create ourselves another fishing rod. Double check our quest here. This wants us to make, well, any type of fishing rod, but more specifically, this is the one that gave us the recipe for us. So let's use that. Well, before we do that, we need to make some more string. So a reed fishing rod is just like a regular fishing rod, except for it's made from reed, and it's from mariculture. So in order to use it, we actually have to use these guys, which are the grasshopper bait. So you'll see that this is the only way to get this to work. I wonder if we can go fishing inside of our hole. It'd be kind of cool. The way the way Minecraft mechanics works, you can just basically fish in your own hole. Let's see if this works. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves a raw night fish. Nice. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's go and turn this puppy in. I think that's all we need to do is look at our quest book, and it didn't want it. Oh man, it has to be cod. You've got a rod, now catch a fish. Use the rod with the bait. Maybe it has to be a specific fish. Let's go do some more fishing then. Fine, if you're not happy with the nighttime fish I caught, we'll go and catch another one. We'll show them. Oh my god, these nighttime fish though. Alright, oh, next. Nice, there we go. Alright, so we think we got a regular cod. Sweet. So we got that, and that's going to reward us with a wooden fishing rod and a fluid tank has fish oil in it. So maybe we should just stick this stuff up here. I mean, since this is our little fishing hole that we created, maybe we'll put this here. So there's our fish oil tank, and let's stick our fishing rod up here as well. So where's fishing rods and our grasshoppers and our fish? Hey, can I put fish in this tank? Is that a thing? I don't know. Let's see. No. Anyway, so we did our quest. So that what does that open up for us? Feeding time. Once you have yourself some live fish, you'll want to build a tank. This wants us to build a different fish species require different sized tanks. So this wants us to build a fish feeder and some fish meal. We'll skip that one for now. This also requires some bees. Oh, this is cool. We do have some bees out there. Let's make ourselves a scoop. I really do want to get into making some stuff with bees. So that'd be pretty cool. So let's go grab ourselves some more string. We need some more bones is what we need. So we can get some bone meal. Because I need some more string. Because one short from what we need. So let's take that back to our crafting table. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. One piece of wool. Nice. And the scoop requires one piece of wool and a whole bunch of sticks. So let's see. Just like that. There we go. There's our scoop. Now all we need to go is go outside and go mess with some bees. But before we do that, let's go sleep real quick and get our health back up. Alright, so we'll sleep, and then we'll go find ourselves a beehive to go open up. So it should be fairly easy to find beehives. They're like literally everywhere. Just go out. Oh, there's one right there. See? Didn't take us very long. But the quest is for us to find a modest princess. So we may not be able to find specifically what they want right away. But let's see here. Modest drone and a modest princess. How about that? Perfect. Gives us 16 parched combs. The next quest is to build a bee house. Let's take a look at our recipe for a bee house. A bee house is some combs and some slabs. Oh yeah, we could do that, no problem. We're all over this. We're going to make ourselves a little beehive area, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be all over the bees. Never did the bee mod before. Alright, so we need some half slabs. We need some full slabs. We need all kinds of stuff here. So let's get this going. Alright, so we got some of that. We got some half slabs. Pop that in there. There we go. So now we have ourselves a beehive. Should we probably make two? I mean, hey, why not, right? We need more half slabs, don't we? Alright, whatever. That's good. So we got that. Claim our reward. Nice. Alright, so let's make, maybe we can make ourselves a few beehives, right? There we go. We got 4 beehives. Hopefully that's enough to get started. Don't ask me how they work. I have no idea, but we're going to plant them over here. Hopefully they just go on the ground just like this, right? So we'll keep them away from each other. Like I said, honestly, I have no clue how these work. Alright, so owner is MinecraftingDAD. So if I put a princess and a drone, does this work? What is this doing here? Are we getting something? Ah, look at that. We now have a queen and a working beehive. I'm assuming I did that right. Unlocks one quest somewhere else. I always like how it tells you there's a quest somewhere else, and there is one quest that we can actually complete. Which is probably down here in the life of the world. There's a whole bunch of different quests. Dandelion seeds, poppy seeds, blackberry seeds, artichoke seeds. Oh my god, there's so much stuff we can do in this. But it's telling us that we do have a quest available to complete. So let's kind of take a quick look and see where it may be. This guy, the green thumb. A garden trowel. I didn't see that one before. Did I miss it? Maybe not. Garden trowel is just simply a piece of compost, a piece of iron, and a stick. We don't have the iron yet. Iron is slowly getting there. It'll get there eventually, so. Well, cool. Let's just let that go for now, and see if there's any other quests that we can complete. In world, what the world is made of, nothing there. In the way the world works, nothing there. What the world teaches, that's books. What the world enables, pipes, we can do that, that's for sure. What the world embraces, the water tank siding, right? Was that the one we were looking at before? That requires some iron, which we don't have at this point, so we're going to skip that one. And I think that's pretty much it. Getting an upgrade, we can do that. That's probably fine. Our bag, we need a whole bunch of materials for. The encoding of the world, the feeding time. So apparently it says there's one quest available for completion, but oh, maybe that means just it's ready and available for completion. All right. So, what is our plan? You're going to have to wait until the very next episode. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. And you can always watch my live streams where I record these episodes on twitch.tv/MinecraftingDAD. I do thank you for watching this episode. And don't forget to leave a comment below or come stop by one of my streams. Thank you, and see you next time.